Now, the Chery Tiggo Crossovers are seeking redemption in the PVL Invitational as they get a new look in time for the new conference. Now, let's get the latest from the members themselves. We have with us Crossovers, Mylene, Pat, and Bongay Gaston. Bongay, you're here! Here on time! I'm so happy!
Yeah, actually, Pao, it's Pauline Gaston.
All right, sorry.
Pauline now.
Pauline. All right, so let's talk about this entire team, this entire roster. Mylene, we were talking a while ago, 7 in, 7 out in terms of yung roster composition ng Chery. A lot of great new talent coming into Chery as well. Kamusta naman yung bonding process, building up the chemistry? Because it feels like a whole new team, even if medyo familiar yung mga faces.
Actually ngayon, binibuild pa rin namin yung gelling and camaraderie inside the court. And pagdating naman kasi sa labas, nandun yung yung bonding, ganon. Pero pagdating sa loob ng court talaga, yun yung communication nawawala sa amin. And of course, knowing na mga bago yung mga kasama ko sa loob. So every training namin, kailangan pinupush pa rin yung bawat isa. And knowing naman na yung iba na galing sa, lalo na sila Aya, Laure, sila Robles, na naging captain ball ng kanilang school. So, may mga nakakatulong naman ako na nagli-lead sa loob ng court.
Right. Pauline, I wanted to ask.
Pauline. Sorry, go on.
Bongay can't come to the phone right now.
Yeah.
Pongs, I guess, pero iba pa rin. Give me one word that best describes this new team, new look, new composition. Who or what is Chery Tiggo this time around?
Wow, one word, siguro hungry.
Ooh.
Hungry. I can really feel in each of the players that have come in and the ones who retained. Everyone is hungry to play.
Okay.
Everyone is hungry to perform. And, we know that this new conference, this upcoming conference has only a few games to show. And, every set, every game counts. So this new Chery Tiggo team is really, with only the short amount of time we are given to prepare, I can tell in the energy and training and what we're trying to achieve, everyone's really hungry. And talagang sumusunod kami kay Ate Mylene and everyone's trusting and following the systems. Yun nga lang, we're just trying to get the groove because we all come from different systems and we all come from different teams who have adapted different kinds of defense patterns, attack patterns, different kinds of sets. So we're still adjusting. Hopefully, it will peak at the right time.
Well, Pauline, you take a look at the new ones that came in. Grabe yung injection of youth, that energy. What does that do for the more veteran members of the team, especially considering the fact that, okay, these are very highly touted young players coming in?
Well, I'm glad that we're on the same team. I don't want to see them across the net. That's, playing against her, isa na yun na isang hirap sa buhay namin. So buti na lang, we're on the same team, we're on the same side of the court. It's really inspiring because when I see, first, the veteran players, I can easily look up to them and ask them how they do that. But when you are able to humble yourself down and look at these kids who are growing the game and making it better, talagang di ako nahihiya lumapit sa kanila. Paano mo nagawa yun? Paano mo napalo yun? Paano mo nagagawa tong blocking na to? So, I'm really learning from all of them, from UST, from NU, from different kinds of schools. It's really inspiring to see that these kids, these new players, play like veterans.
All right, for you naman, Mama P, as one of the veterans, how did you make sure that these youngsters are, very much welcomed in the team?
Pagdating kasi nila, sobrang, yung tawag nito, sobrang welcome talaga namin. And hindi namin hinahayaan na sila yung mag-adjust sa amin.
Okay.
So, we both adjust. Parang sa aming mga seniors nila, nag-a-adjust kami sa kanila. And sila mismo nag-a-adjust. So, parang give and take kami. So, yun yung nagiging
Gaano ka-importante yung leadership role mo considering that first-timers to sa pro scene. And they have to raise their level, they have to elevate. And of course, you all know kung gaano ka-grindy yung season when it comes to really tough games.
Actually, sinasabi sa akin ng mga coaches na yung role mo ngayon is parang mas malaki. And kailangan ko pangatawanan yun. And when it terms of skills naman, may mga makakatulungan na ako. And yung laging sinasabi sa akin ng coaches na kailangan ikaw na lang yung, pag nasa loob ng court, kailangan ikaw na lang yung magpagalaw sa teammates mo. Ikaw mag-instruct sa kanila kung ano yung gusto naming iparating. And siguro yung big role na nagagampanan ko ngayon is not only in attacks or sa skills. So, kumbaga pati rin yung pagtulong ko, pag-instruct sa mga teammates ko kung anong gagawin.
Wala naman generation gap in terms of communication ninyo.
Hindi, wala naman. Wala naman.
And that's Mylene Paat with a bigger role right now. Kasi hindi naman masyadong big yung role niya last conference.
Hindi naman.
MVP and best opposite spiker lang naman siya nun. So ngayon, hakot na ata.
Dumadagdag pa.
But wait, there's more.
Share mo, ha?
Share mo daw yung load.
Share mo yung load, ha?
Alright, but going back to Pauline, 11 teams now in the PVL. You mentioned it earlier as well na, we have a short time to prepare and a short time for the whole tournament to be played. How does it feel knowing that there are 11 teams this time in the PVL?
It's exciting. It's kind of sad actually that we're not going to be able to play all the teams because
Right.
there's going to be a different pool.
Yeah.
Pool A, Pool B. So, you're only going to have to really showcase what you have in the amount of games that you have. So, there's pressure, of course, but you can always take a look at pressure as another feeling of excitement. And I'm
Yes.
sure I'm very excited for the new recruits to show what they have because I was able to do that in my last conference,
Yeah.
with the help of Ate Mylene. So, I'm also excited for how Ate Mylene is gonna lead this team.
Of course. Pero one of the great things about, I guess, the lead up to yung conference na to is that ang daming bagong faces, ang daming chismis. To the point that kanina habang nag-makeup si Pauline, we were talking about the chismis going around the PVL today. Seeing all that type of excitement, just how excited are you personally, Pauline, to face off against, the people we were just talking about in terms of like, I didn't expect that I'd play them in that uniform.
Well, hopefully, aangat yung laro and, tataas yung competition, tapos dadagdag yung mga rivals. And, there's 2 new teams, actually 3, kasama na rin yung Photon. So, looking forward to really the PVL growing and, the game growing, especially for us volleyball players na walang ganito before. We didn't think na we could look at this as a career and now more people are coming. So, more people to look out for.
And speaking of, every game is very important. Let's look into your first match, which is against Creamline Cool Smashers.
Creamline.
No biggie.
Creamline lang naman.
Small game, small
No
game.
biggie.
Na bagay.
It's chill.
Mama P, kamusta ang preparations natin? Kamusta ang mindset ng team?
Actually, nung lumabas yung schedule na Creamline nga yung una naming makakatapat, from dun pa lang, nagtitrain na talaga kami na mina-mindset namin, Creamline yung makakalaban natin. So, kailangan ganito yung ilalaro natin. But then, in some points, may mga struggles din talaga and challenges na dumarating. So, kailangan namin i-face lahat yon and kailangan talaga namin paghandaan yung champions team, which is defending Creamline.
You have to beat the best to
Yeah.
be the best. And of course, Mylene, right before we go, I want to give you this opportunity because a lot of fans out there of Chery don't know what to expect from Chery kasi ang daming bago.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of permutations, there's going to be a lot of changes, combinations. What can you promise yung mga fans mo, mga fans ng Chery, going into the next conference considering that it's going to be a whole new look and a whole new challenge para sa grupo nila?
Ayun na nga, yung role ko ngayon is not only to put up points to the team, which is mas malaking role ko, and mas maraming maaasahan sa team ngayon. So, not only me ang aabangan nila, kundi yan, Pauline, kung ano yung role niya ngayon, abangan na lang natin sa conference.
Sila Aya.
Yeah, sila Aya, si Aimee.
Ses.
So, mas maraming faces talaga. And knowing na yung mga bago namin is hindi lang sila yung mga basta-bastang players. Sobrang palaban talaga sila. And sobrang, ano bang tawag nito? Mental tough.
Yeah, mentally tough for sure. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us. Pauline, thank you very much for being here. Mylene,
Thank you.
we've only talked about the things we talk about. Maraming salamat. Really appreciate the both of you.